Pac-12 wise, we go out west and we'll get into another matchup with number 7 USC going against number 20 Utah. So Utah, obviously, with the um, disappointing loss to UCLA last week, not getting things to go their way or follow the same type of game plan that's been working for them so far this season.
Right.
But they have a chance of redemption here against USC. Now USC comes to their house instead of them. Last week they were on the road in their loss to UCLA, and Utah slid a bit. They're ranked number 20th here. They're still 3.5 point favorites because that home environment. It's a tough one.
Right.
This will be the biggest test for USC by far so far this year, and this one will be a bit interesting to see
You
how that
think
goes.
you think SC wins this game, and even if it's by a small margin, you think that this will kind of uplift them to like maybe that fourth spot where it's like, I mean, I guess it really depends on the Michigan Penn State game,
Right.
because if Penn State knocks down Michigan's obviously going to drop down a few rankings. Penn State's going to go up a few too. But for USC, I think in general we've been waiting to see how they would be tested against a really good team. I mean, we've seen it here and there, but it's like we want to really see if SC is legit.
Yeah, we want to see them against
So
some
I don't
better
know.
competition.
What's your thoughts really if they would be able to get into that kind of playoff spot at this point in the year?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how much it matters this early, but if they get this win and say they get by a slim margin, I mean they're ranked number 7 right now.
Right.
All they have, regardless, they have to keep doing what they're doing, whether they were ranked 7 or ranked 4, and to make this playoff. They come away with the win here. It's hard to say how that's going to affect the rankings. If they blow out Utah, it's kind of weird when you blow teams out and you're a good team, right? If they blow out Utah,
Then it's like, how bad is Utah?
people might
Because
discount the
Utah's
win and say, "Oh, well, they just lost to UCLA. They already lost to Florida in the beginning of the year.
no,
Utah is not that great. We don't care." If you just win, it becomes it's almost like a situation. Oh, well, Utah's a good team and they found a way to win and they pulled it out. So it's hard to say exactly how it's going to go. Obviously, like you said, it depends a lot on the Michigan and Penn State game.
no.
But also you have Clemson there kind of clogging things up, and
Right.
and
Yeah,
so you got to
Clemson's a whole
see
nother
what happens
situation.
with them. If they maybe plays a close game this week, then maybe they drop the same way Bama dropped last week. So yeah, but it's a tough one. I still like Utah here at home for this one.
Really?
I do. I think they're a good enough team, and I think at home especially they're hard to beat. That being said, I wouldn't be surprised at all if USC wins. You know what I mean? But look, we saw this. We saw USC struggle to cover against Arizona State. We saw them get in a closer game against Washington State.
Right.
Utah's better than both of those teams for sure. Utah, as we saw, Utah destroyed actually Washington State, and I knew it. And going into it, I said, "Oh, this is a game where I could see Utah just keep
Blowing
pulling
them
away
out.
early and blowing them out." And
Yeah.
there's, they're a complete football team. And we talked about the USC game, the UCLA game last week. Utah did a lot of things to help UCLA get that win. So if they play a clean game at home,
There's a good chance that they
pretty
pull
good
away with
chance that they come out with a win. That being said, we know that offense that Lincoln Riley has is it's you can't count it out, and they're showing progress quick. They're turning around the ship, and the program's certainly on the way up. So maybe Caleb Williams gets his guys ready to go, and they find a way to get it done.